Yeah, returns to the Bellator cage for the first time since picking up a kickboxing win on October 29th, the same night her husband, Hezzy, just picked up a kickboxing victory. So a power couple of combat sports, and we get set for the final preliminary fight of the night here at Bellator 289. Number 3 ranked Denise Kielholtz colliding with Ilara Joanne at Flyweight.
Yeah, and if you take a look, 5'3" to 5'3", this is the first time for both fighters that they're not actually looking up and having to actually fire shots up at their opponent.
Well, it's time for us to look up and say hello once again to Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight from Mohegan Sun Arena, the time has come to conclude the Bellator 289 prelims, and we'll do it now with 3 5-minute rounds in the Flyweight division. Introducing the blue corner, at 5'3", weighing in 124.8 pounds, her professional record, 10 wins, 6 losses, from Natal, Rio Grande do Norte, Brazil, presenting Ilara Joanne. And across the cage, her adversary, fighting out of the red corner, at 5'3", weighing in 124.2 pounds, the kickboxing world champion and former flyweight title challenger stands tonight at 6'4". She's ranked at number 3 and hails from Amsterdam, Netherlands. Introducing Denise "Miss Dynamite" Kielholtz. In charge of the action, your referee Dan Murgliata.
Ready? For Denise Kielholtz, 4 of her 5 finishes have come in the opening round. For Joanne, 6 of her 7 finishes have come in round number 1.
All right, ready? Ready? Let's go, ladies. Fight.
Expect them to get started in a hurry here. An important matchup in the flyweight division, and exactly as advertised.
Boy, that's some mean shots fired off the bat by Kielholtz there.
And a counter left hook clips the jaw of Joanne by Kielholtz, but Joanne looking to fight fire with fire against a highly decorated stand-up striker in Denise Kielholtz. My goodness, Joanne throwing caution to the wind.
Well, she's going after her. She just landed a nice clean shot.
Inside leg kick by Joanne. Kielholtz looking to remain calm under fire here in the opening minute of the first. And again, we will have the immediate rematch to determine the flyweight champion, Liz Carmouche and Juliana Velasquez. And again, she is really playing with fire, though, Joanne. The way she keeps her chin elevated against someone like Kielholtz, that counter could be there.
Yeah, it could be, and she just landed a beautiful 1-2 combination on that chin. So, Joanne showing she can take shots.
Yep.
But how many can you take? Denise becoming a little bit more controlled, looking for those counters as Joanne comes in with these big looping shots. She's starting to throw straight shots down the middle, and those are going to get there quicker.
Joanne, member of the Pitbull Brothers team, and has that Pitbull Brothers mentality. Kielholtz used to, well, has trained at Team Schreiber, and you know, Bob, oh wow, there's again. Joanne comes in with the combinations. Kielholtz with Bob Schreiber, the only man ever to be submitted by Vanderlei Silva. Believe it or not, there's a trivia question for you.
Dirty Bob, man, you talk about a great guy. Bob Schreiber is just awesome.
Wow, and he has to be impressed with Kielholtz's approach and her quick combinations.
See, this is when we talk about, look at Denise Kielholtz has settled into the fight now. She was being a little bit wild with Joanne because Joanne was going after her and she was trying to throw big strikes. Now she's waiting for her and she's looking for the counters and she's being successful. Beautiful right hand down the pipe.
And then Joanne does go upstairs, but again, not with the pop of a Kielholtz, but Plenty of action right now. You know what? In terms of the strikes landed, very even in terms of the connection rate and the output. So Joanne hanging in there with Kielholtz.
Tell you what, Joanne just hurt Kielholtz. You could see her. She was trying to get her balance, and she had to take multiple steps to do it.
Just 2 minutes now left in an entertaining opening 5 minutes between Kielholtz and Joanne. Kielholtz tracking Joanne. But there Joanne lands the left.
A little bit flat, wasn't able to bring it around.
Minute and a half left in the first round, and Kielholtz trying to cut off that, stop the movement of Joanne, but right now just following her and just, there's a kick.
She needs to step off with that left foot out, cut off that movement of Joanne.
Another exchange. Joanne looking to secure the neck of Kielholtz, looking for that Uchimata there, which is another judo throw, Mr. McCarthy.
Very nice. Nice job by Kielholtz to stop that.
We saw fighter Ronda Rousey really utilize that to great advantage in her career.
Yeah, there's another one out there, Kayla Harrison. She does a good job of that.
And Juliana Velasquez, who we will see try to reclaim her flyweight title against Liz Carmouche. Coming up on the main card, 9 o'clock Eastern on Showtime. And what a loaded lineup to say goodbye to 2022 for Bellator MMA. Not only the rematch for the flyweight title, the semifinals of the Bellator Bantamweight World Grand Prix, and we should get a barn burner to kick things off. Dalton Rasta, one of the biggest and brightest prospects on the Bellator roster, takes on Anthony Adams.
All right, wait, no strikes. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Right.
Round number 2, our final preliminary fight of the night. And again, we mentioned it, the night of the underdogs. And, well, Joanne came in as the underdog in this fight and hung tough in that first 5 minutes. Definitely had her moments in the stand-up against someone who is very well versed in that department, in Denise Kielholtz.
Nice counter left hook by Denise Kielholtz on that. Joanne, when she throws so hard. She throws with everything she has, but she doesn't seem to get tired.
Man, she took that right hand upstairs. Kind of like a Pitbull brother, Joe.
Kind of like a Pitbull brother. Something in the water.
She started by working the front, and they're putting together, but again, eats those shots down the middle. But someone who's always dreamed to be a fighter and so appreciative of what the Pitbull brothers have meant to her in her career. And of course, they're very happy with her work ethic and her rise as a mixed martial artist.
I can understand why they're happy. She represents their school very well.
Jab from Kielholtz.
See, you would think Denise wants to, when you see Joanne going away in this direction to her right, Denise needs to cut her off and force her to step back towards her power hand, which is that right hand.
And as this fight unfolds, and knowing Denise Kielholtz the way we know, knowing how important each and every fight is, that she just missed with the counter right, kind of approaching this fight, fighting like someone who's lost 2 in a row and doesn't want to make it 3 to a degree.
You know, that is true. And one of the things that I'm really seeing is that was one of the first kicks. She really has not thrown hardly any kicks throughout the fight. And she is known to that.
Yeah, former kickboxing champion who just picked up a win in the kickboxing ring in October, but Joanne sticks the jab. And yet very close in terms of the stats. We know the numbers don't tell the entire story, but they are, for the most part, an effective barometer. And when you look at the numbers, kind of surprising. in terms of the ability of Joanne, I would say, right now to take the fight to Kielholtz in the stand-up department.
Or at least make it where it's as close as it can be. I mean, she's throwing hard. She's in that position where she's hit Denise enough where Denise has got respect for the power.
And the reason I say this is because, and again, fighters, you know, they tell you things in the moment, and I'm sure they're not always truthful when they're trying. Oh, she got her head snapped back by that left from Kielholtz, but Joanne told us her BJJ, her grappling, would be the story of this fight. Well, she has tried two takedowns, but it's been predominantly in the stand-up, and it's been a bit of a firefight.
Boy, she comes in and she's winging shots, but she is eating shots in this round. Overall, the cleaner shots have been landed by Denise Kielholtz right now, and she's finding a home for that right hand on the counter.
And Joanne has been knocked out twice by Kana Watanabe and Vivian Pereira, but that was early in her career. In fact, that was in her professional debut. A minute and a half left here in the second. And there, level change in the single leg and the takedown, but immediately back to her feet is Kielholtz, and now Kielholtz looking, use the wizard to take the back.
Over, nice job by Denise
Good
Kielholtz.
scramble, great job by Joanne to land in top position.
Great job by Joanne in the end to end up in the top position. You saw Denise starting to counter what she was doing. She went over the top with it, ends up now in guard. She needs to break this position, take that arm off, get some posture, and get that right hand off of the ground underneath her back.
So Kielholtz was credited with the takedown. The scramble, though, results in Joanne now working from the closed guard, and referee Mergliotta standing them up. 30 seconds left in the round.
A little fast. Dan wants more.
Dan Morgliotta. 20 seconds left here in the middle frame. I apologize. Once. Wow, and again, wild swinging. Got to be careful with that. So we are 2/3 of the way through this flyweight matchup here at Mohegan Sun Arena. Spinning back fist by Joanne.
Good job.
Potential future title challenger. We've seen Kielholtz already get one crack. Joanne would love to work her way into title contention. Final 5 minutes, John.
Final 5 minutes. Both ladies should be going after it because this fight is incredibly close.
On your scorecard, does it come down to this round?
My scorecard does. I have each lady with a round, so this is the one. They both need it.
You're the analyst. What adjustments or what would you like to see more of from either fighter here in the third round as Kielholtz dropping Joanne momentarily? I mean, you want to see an uptick in the offense from Kielholtz.
Yeah, and I want to see more straight right hands. Quit looping that right hand over the top. Straight right hands, especially when she comes in, are going to get there fast, and they're going to find the target just like it did in putting her on her can.
And again,
nice.
Kielholtz popping Joanne's head back with the 1-2. And I know we mentioned it in breaking down the Velasquez-Carmouche first fight. You wanted to see from Velasquez the 3 and the 4, similar maybe to what Kielholtz can get busy with.
That's exactly it. Right now, you're seeing Denise respond. It's the 3 and the 4 that the fighter is not prepared for. They've already put their hands in a position to stop.
Takedown attempt. And again, Kielholtz trying to get up, using the wizard, trying to get that judo throw, trying to end up in dominant position. Another scramble back taken, but again, what a great scramble here. And the crowd appreciating it as we all are. Kielholtz, and again, Joanne is the one that ends up in top position.
That was the exact same scenario that happened in the second round when they hit the ground. So.
Interestingly, Denise Kielholtz spent some time in Brazil working with one of the most dangerous strikers in heavyweight history, Pedro Rizzo. Going on her own down to Brazil for a little extra sauce on her striking, but now she finds herself on her back.
Joanne trying to work. She's unable to break, get her posture free. Dangling a lot of stands and back up. And again, combinations, straight shots by Kielholtz. If you're Joanne, just keep going with what you're doing, because when you're getting into that clinch, you're the one coming out on top. Get that takedown again. Nice delay by Joanne, but it's still, she was a little bit short on that.
Joanne, as you mentioned, John, coming off a win over former title challenger Alejandra Lara. Oh, wild.
Boy, she's right herself open on that.
Yeah, very open.
And that right there, that's what Denise Kielholtz, I think, should do. Everything straight down the pipe. Straight jab, straight right hand. Here they go again.
Well, again, but it's Kielholtz initiating the takedowns or the attempts, and yet it's Joanne that usually ends up in top position.
Absolutely. Denise with her arm in that position, she's not going to she's not being able to do anything except hold Joanne's head, and she's going to be able to slip out of that, which she just did. Now
she's got both hooks in, and now she's taken the back of Kielholtz. And Ilara Joanne with 3 submission wins, including 2 via rear naked choke. Kielholtz has been submitted 3 times.
No grab her thumb, no grab her thumb. Let go with the gloves.
She's grabbing inside of the gloves right now.
And
not legal.
A close, competitive matchup now in the final 30 seconds. Joanne, excuse me, 2 of 3 in the takedown or make that Kielholtz 2 of 3. Joanne actually 0 for 4, but it's even saying that she's in the dominant position, and she's hung very well in the stand-up, John. Very close fight.
But she's in the dominant position, but she's done nothing
right. And we saw Lezioni. All right. Will we see another upset here at the Bellator 289 prelims? Michael C. Williams has the answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go now to your 3 judges. Your first judge, Brian Miner, scores the fight 29-28. He sees the fight for Joanne. Your second judge at cage side, Eric Colon, scores it 30-27. He sees the fight for Kielholtz. Your third and final judge, Doug Crosby, scores the fight 30-27. Seeing the fight for the winner by split decision, Ilara Joanne.
Upset alert, Big John McCarthy.